He's the man who single-handedly coined the most mind-boggling phrase in sports.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Five-time U.S. Open champion Pete Weber. Coming up, PDW makes his first appearance in the Geico PBA Summer Shootout. Beware all who stand in his way. Welcome to Chicago in the 2012 Geico PBA Summer Shootout. I'm Lon McCarron along with PBA Hall of Famer Randy Peterson. The crowd has gathered here at the 10-Pin Bowling Lounge for the Summer Shootout. You see, after round number one, Brunswick took maximum points, followed by DV8, Storm, and 900 Global. All these teams trying to collect points in the early rounds to get seeded in the stepladder finals. Our first group of three bowlers has Mike Machuga from DV8, Carolyn Doran Ballard from Rotogrip, and Pete Weber from Team Storm.
And the eliminator format, remember, it's one shot, low count is out. It's been a while for Mike Machuga. In terms of the last time he threw a bowling ball on television, let's see how he handles the nerves.
14 TV finals, 2 titles. Machuga, 36 years old from Pennsylvania, comes through with the strike to open things up.
It's been a while.
See, I told you. You think I just sit around doing nothing all day, man. I know about these guys.
Carolyn Doran Ballard with Rotogrip, bowling with Wes Malott, Brian Kretzer on her team. And is he going to get that one? Yes, a 9 count for Doran Ballard.
That's huge. Let's see if it holds up. 8, not very good. 9, a lot better. Looks like she missed this one a little bit at the bottom of the swing, meaning she didn't quite catch it all. Ball didn't hook up hard enough. Watch a little love tap on the 2-pin, only leaving the 5.
All right, so now PDW, the Hall of Famer, 49-year-old Pete Weber. Teammates, Jason Belmonte and Osku Palermo. Pete bowls one-handed. And Weber with an opening strike. And that means Carolyn Doran Ballard has been eliminated from this group.
And apparently, Lon, chivalry is dead.
Indeed. Take no prisoners out here. So that leaves Machuga and Weber battling out to try to get into the eliminator round final.
The timeless form and ball reaction of PDW. That guy's been good for a very long time.
With that style and with his attitude, he'll be good for a long time to come. Machuga now. The lanes mystified him in practice, along with a lot of the other competitors. He went strike and another strike. Putting heat on Weber. So now Weber try to match Machuga here. Pete Weber won a record 5th U.S. Open this season, surpassing his dad, Dick Weber, and Don Carter, and then launched a memorable celebration of great intensity.
That is right, I did it! That's number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am!
Well, I was really caught up in the moment after that, and actually what I wanted to say was, who do you think you are rooting against me? Because I'm the man of this tournament. That's what I really wanted to say. But being caught up in the situation, it just came out, who do you think you are? I am. And I'm kind of glad that it caught on a little bit.
Pete Weber going back and forth with a few folks in the stands throughout that entire event. It just goes to show you, you probably shouldn't root against this guy.
He needs a strike to continue, and he doesn't like it. Just an 8 count for Pete Weber. He's eliminated. Mike Machuga from Group 1 moves through to the eliminator final. So Machuga gets the job done with 2 strikes. Coming up in a moment, Group 2 will take center stage. And what a group it is. Chris Barnes from Columbia 300, Mika Koivuniemi from Track, and Sean Rash from Brunswick.
Hey everybody, it's me, Harry. Welcome back to the Geico PBA Summer Shootout.
Randy Peterson with an homage to one of the most venerable broadcasters ever to grace the streets of Chicago, Harry Carey.
Let me hear you, everybody. One of my favorite all-time announcers right there.
He broadcasts for the Cubs and the White Sox. He has a restaurant right by the 10-pin bowling lounge where we're holding this shootout competition. Here in Group 2, we've got Chris Barnes, Mika Koivu-Niemi, and Sean Rash. What a high-powered group. Number 2 we have here, Randy.
Yeah, some bona fide superstars. Chris Barnes, a former Player of the Year. Mika Koivu-Niemi, a former Player of the Year. And current and reigning Player of the Year, Sean Rash.
42-year-old Barnes now 14 years as a pro, 13 titles from Double Oak, Texas. Barnes opens up with a 9 count.
All right. Thanks. See you. Good time.
This is a one-and-done competition. He thinks he's done.
Yeah, and that's kind of the trend. I mean, it's usually the guy that throws the first 9 count gets eliminated, but we've also seen a lot of 8 counts, 6 counts, 7 counts. So you never know, Chris. You may still have some life.
Mika Koivu-Niemi now from Team Track. 45 years old, 3 majors on his resume. Hence
the nickname Major Mika.
Originally from Finland, now lives in the U.S. Mika leaves the 10-pin as well.
So if Rash strikes, Barnes and Mika will have a roll-off.
The door is open for Sean Rash. And Rash broke a streak of nearly 5 years without a PBA title finally this past season when he won the Tournament of Champions last April. He defeated teammate Ryan Simonelli. And here this week, Rash accepted the Player of the Year award from PBA Commissioner Tom Clark.
Well, he was #1 in just about every statistical category this season, and then culminating a great year with the win at the Tournament of Champions.
Rash with a less than Player of the Year effort here.
Thank you very much.
And he will be done.
And that was just a bit outside.
No, that's Bob Uecker. You're mixing your baseball announcers.
Yeah, but we're kind of going with that theme.
Is this worthy of a replay?
That reaction is.
Yeah. All right, so Rash will hit the sidelines. Barnes and Mika Koivu-Niemi now will bowl to try to advance to the eliminator round final.
And I just love that look that Chris Barnes just gave the right lane. It's kind of the same look every other player's given it.
I've been having trouble here. Barnes, who thought he was out after throwing a 9 count with his first ball. And he solves the riddle of that lane with a strike.
A lot of times when the lanes get goofy, straighter is greater, and that is the strategy that Chris Barnes uses on this shot. And that is high flush, my friend.
So Barnes with maximum pressure now on Mika. The tall Finn needs to strike to extend this competition. And that is not going to do it.
Close.
So Barnes will move through to the eliminator final, defeating Koivu-Niemi and current Player of the Year, Sean Rash. He thought he was done, but no, he's coming back. So a surprise victory for Chris Barnes from Columbia 300, a 9 count and then a strike, and he moves through. Right now he's down talking to Randy Peterson.
I'm here with former Player of the Year Chris Barnes. And Chris, you took out the reigning Player of the Year, Sean Rash, and your good buddy Mika Koivu-Niemi. How did that feel?
Well, it's always pretty good when you sneak by those guys. I thought when I flat 10 the very first shot, I was out. You know, they bowled great the whole time and had a little bit of practice. And the left lane looks like it's easier for most of the players, so I thought I was done. So sneak by that was fortunate for sure.
Your last shot in practice you washed out. What adjustment did you make after that?
Well, on the right lane's been tighter for us. So I knew it was a little bit. I moved a couple more, and then I missed left, and it stayed there, surprisingly enough. So I'm going to try and take that and see if we can learn for the next one.
Thanks for your time, Chris.
Thanks.
So Barnes and Machuga are through. Coming up next, another former Player of the Year, Tommy Jones from Team Ebonites. Stick around. We'll be right back.